should change the name of the show to Hollywood Law, man.
We are Legal Help Live. Ralph Saltzman, I'm wearing the sunglasses. Oops, there goes my partner, Steve Solomon. We're the Legal Help Live team. You're watching City TV Channel 16 if you're in Santa Monica, but if you're in Los Angeles,
you can't say that word on TV.
But, B-U-T, but.
Isn't that an FCC violation?
No, actually it's not.
I guess only if you put the word big in front of it.
Except if you're in Los Angeles, you're watching LA 36. That's Channel 36. And if you want to talk to us, ask a legal question, get a legal answer, call 1-800-405-4222. That is a toll-free number. That's how you get in. 1-800-405-4222. Stephen, you're all dressed up. You look really nice today.
Well, thank you, and so are you. I understand that you were getting ready to vote.
I was talking about voting with a lot of people today.
Remember, we don't care who you vote for, whether you're a Republican, Democrat, Independent, blue, red, vegetarian, whatever it is, just get out and vote. California has lots of real issues on the ballot, lots of differences in political positions. But remember, Tuesday is Election Day.
That's right.
And there is no excuse for any of you out there not voting.
That's a sacred exercise.
35 million people in the state?
35 million people roughly 35 million people in the state.
And we'll have 2 million people vote.
It would be a shame if that's true, but it's a real possibility. If you're 17 years old, wait. If you're 18 years old, and I'm not kidding, if you're 18 years old or older and you're registered to vote, do it. Please do it.
And if we were in Chicago, we'd say
vote. Go ahead.
Vote often. But that's a crime, so we would not say that.
No, we wouldn't say that. But from Chicago, it would be. It's done. It used to be done.
You know, before we take a call, I want to talk about. I have been reading about these energy drinks now.
Oh yeah.
There are these drinks now. There's one called Four Loko.
I saw it this morning. Yeah.
It has 2 cups of caffeine in it.
Right.
And as much alcohol as 4 beers.
The equivalent of 2 full cups of premium coffee.
And 4 beers, all in a little can.
Yes.
And so.
Now that's a kick.
No, it brings you up and it brings you down.
At the same time.
And it's a huge problem on campuses now. They've been making these. They're called infusion drinks. And
yes.
They're all over the place now.
Yep.
I wonder if, and Washington State is probably trying to ban them, I would think, because they've been having serious problems. Could you ban an infusion drink like this?
Well, yes, you can, and I'll tell you why. It's a state-by-state consideration, and the state of California, like the other 49, under the 21st Amendment, the state has absolute discretion to do it with whatever about alcohol that they want. There are some states that have some counties that are dry, like Texas.
You're awful silly, because I go into a restaurant,
yeah.
Give me 2 cups of coffee and 4 beers. Blip, blip, blip. Now, I may have bladder problems.
You want to do that?
I may have bladder problems.
You do that.
That you couldn't stop, could you?
No, as long as the beers are lawful, the state of California has no control over coffee. But they can control, they have not yet, they've been talking about it. I know for a fact that up in Sacramento, the Department of Alcoholic Beverage Control has been talking about regulation of infusion drinks. They've been talking about it for a couple of years now.
But
they haven't done anything about it.
If you take innocent products
yes.
and mix them together, they cause serious problems. Like fertilizer can be made into a bomb.
Yes.
Methamphetamine comes from regular products that you can buy on the market.
As we know, yeah.
So I guess if you could regulate these types of products, you could probably regulate or abolish some of these infusion drinks. I don't know whether it's good or bad, but I know that you're just drinking a small can and you're getting 4 beers and
you were getting a kick.
Yeah, a buzz, baby.
Kick up and down.
And kids are getting sick and hurt.
Yeah, that's what
I guess the state
reading about that.
Under the police power could do it. So
I'm certain of it, especially since it has to do with alcohol, because states, as I say, can do it just about whatever.
And I wonder why they call it Loco.
Is it L-O-K? Oh, they're being cute.
Yeah, up and down. Well, let's move on. We've got some. You can call us on any legal question you want. Unlawful detainers, small claims court, civil restraining orders, auto accidents, discrimination,
Animal attacks.
Divorce, marriage, alimony. I guess that would come under animal attacks.
It depends on who's attacking.
And we're here to take your calls. Ralph Saltzman is in a position, he's a lawyer who cannot afford a jacket. Steve Solomon's had a good day, so I can afford a jacket.
It's hot out there. Didn't you notice that the sun was shining today?
That's right. We had our glasses on. 1-800-405-4222. And you can watch us if you're web streaming on it's LA36.org for those of you in Arizona, Philadelphia, and places east.
And we do get calls from all of those locations.
And we understand that we will probably have and do have more viewers than this year's World Series. If you could tell me the two teams that are in the World Series.
I can, but I'm not going to mention it until the series is over.
Well, the first 5 callers that get on the air today that tell us the teams that are in the World Series this year, we'll give them 2 dinners for someplace. How's that sound?
That's fair, but the second caller, if he's listening to the first caller, he might get the answer right by association. But that's okay. We don't mind because people forget, and these are forgettable teams.
These are troubled times. I'd like to give out food to people who call.
I think that's very sweet.
All right, let's go to the air.
Natalie from Lomita. Natalie, come on and talk to us.
Hi.
Hi, Natalie. How are you?
I'm good. I just have a legal question for you guys.
You've come to the right place.
We only answer medical questions.
Okay. Well, my question is that I own a house in Lomita, and one day the sheriff came to my house to try to evict me, and I think it might have been that they were trying to evict one of my neighbors, and my husband was trying to explain to them that they were at the wrong house, and one thing led to another, and they started arguing, and they grabbed my husband's arm, and they ended up breaking it.
Oh.
And, it's just really upsetting because he's a truck driver, and he's had to miss work because of this, and I'm wondering what I can do about this. This happened about 2 weeks ago.
Interesting problem.
Was this in...
It's in Lomita. That's the sheriff's.
In Lomita, so that's L.A. County.
Sheriff's Department.
Yeah.
Well, first thing you take care of is the arm.
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
There's probably a court order issued by some superior court, probably in the Torrance area, that has ordered a writ of possession to remove whoever the tenants were, and it also says, quote, unnamed occupants. If there's a court